Hi there! Namaste. My name is Father Joe, and welcome to Ask Father Joe. Before we start with our coffee sessions today, intro. Alright, so I get this question a lot from my friends, especially from my new friends, and also from random strangers who just knew me. And they ask me, Father Joe, what is the difference between religion and spirituality? So first, no, let's try to distinguish the two based on the contemporary definitions of these terms before we go to the actual purpose or the actual definition of these two terms way back before. So today, if you ask a typical, let's say, person who claims to be spiritual, ito yung sagot niya. Religion is a structured institution wherein there are doctrines, there are dogmas, and you need to follow these rigid rules in order for you to be connected, quote unquote, to God. However, because religion is being led by people, and these people are not perfect, these people are prone to doing bad stuff. So today, religion became an institution of guilt tripping, an institution of mind control, and money making. Yan yung sagot nila. However, spirituality is a more direct and personal encounter with the divine or God within you. So, spirituality is a more direct approach without passing through these religious systems, without going through the religious rituals, without going through a pastor, a priest, or a system, a unifying belief system. So, spirituality is somewhat a more direct encounter with the divine within you, using your own means of cultivating that spiritual connection to God within yourself. Alright, bakit nila to nasabi? In a nutshell, religions started because someone in the past have this mystical or spiritual experience within them. Someone had an encounter with the divine within them. Now, the encounter with God is something that cannot be effectively portrayed into words. It's something that cannot be described by words alone, even by actions. Nothing can actually, translate what you have experienced with that divine within you. Kaya naman, the person having this spiritual experience try to, let's say, teach or try to express this to his colleagues. However, unfortunately, the outsiders of the experience, those who did not experience the spiritual experience of this person teaching them, it is prone to having misinterpretation or, misrepresentation. So, doon na nag-evolve ang mga religions from one person who had this unique, intimate, personal encounter with God within him or her. It now evolved into different religious organizations. Diba sa Christianity, how many Christian sects have been created, no? Because of differences in interpretation of the Bible. At hindi lang yan nangyayari sa Christianity, nangyayari din yan sa ibang religious traditions. Now, why am I saying this? It's because today, they have separated religion from spirituality. At least, kung tatanungin mo, yung mga tao na nagkiklaim na they are spiritual. However, if we try to really look at the roots, no? The term religion came from the Latin word religare, which means to bind or to unite or to be united with, no? The word yoga in India came from the Sanskrit word yug, which means unification with the divine. So similarly, religion and yoga have the same purpose. Basically, religion has just one purpose. It is for us to be reunited with the divine. And it can only be done spiritually. However, through time, because of corruption, we know that through history, because of corruption, because of the personal desires of these different religious leaders along the way that handed over the teachings of the master who had the spiritual experience thousands of years ago. What happened today is that the religious institutions has not been faithful to its actual purpose. Hindi na na-retain ang true teachings at hindi na na-retain ang totoong essence ng spirituality. That's why people today find an alternative path towards unification with the divine through this, independent spirituality movement. The problem with this independent spirituality movement is that spirituality is very diverse. There are different types of spirituality. There is a Christian spirituality, Hindu spirituality, Buddhist spirituality, and so on. Even though these people have removed themselves from their churches and practiced a personal path of spirituality, nagkakaroon sila ng problema kasi first, they don't have a strong foundation when it comes to their practices. Minsan sa kanila, nagkahalo-halo na yung mga teachings na sinusunod nila, and eto na ngayon ang tinatawag na New Age movement. So, the New Age movement came from this strong desire of the people to get away from the rigid, controlling, indoctrinating religious organizations because they wanted freedom, and then that's where the New Age movement came to be. Now, for some people, the New Age movement, nakatulong ito. Others are living a life full of love and compassion right now. However, other people naman ay hindi. Other people took advantage of this New Age movement, and then they have created different organizations from this need of the people scattered in the New Age spirituality. There's a need for them to follow a specific structure or a specific ideology kasi nga halo-halo na lahat. So dito na lumalabas yung mga New Age gurus, dito na lumalabas yung mga fake gurus na tinatawag natin ngayon. But in itself, spirituality and religion, these two are actually inseparable, in the first place. However, because religion became tainted with corruption, it became tainted with, the egoistic desires of the leaders within the different religious institutions, kaya there are people who separated themselves from the church and tried to practice their independent spirituality. And now it evolved into this New Age movement. And kawawa naman yung mga tao na nandun, tinitake advantage sila ng mga fake gurus. So, in the end, what I am trying to say is that there is always a good and a bad polarity wherever you go. Regardless if you are in your religion, in your church right now, or if you are in an independent spirituality, may angels and demons then. What we can do right now, you don't have to leave your church, right? You don't have to leave your church if you want to be more spiritual, if you want to have a personal encounter with God within you. So what if may mga doctrines ka na hindi pinaniniwalaan sa simbahan mo? It's fine. It's a personal take. It's a personal choice. Okay? But if you really can take it, for example, if they are being, let's say, they are being homophobic, if they think of themselves as somewhat greater than others, then I think you need to leave the church. But if the church teaches love and compassion, regardless if the doctrines does not resonate much about you, but you see the things that they are doing are for the betterment of humanity, then stay with that church. You can be spiritual within you, diba? Because spirituality is a personal experience of the divine within you. So you don't have to really remove yourself from that institution where you belong right now. Paano ba? Kailan ka ba aalis sa simbahan mo? When do you think that you need to leave your religion? So, again, religion came from the Latin word relegare, which means unification, and yoga, unification din. If you try to read all the religious books all over the world, they teach that love is actually the force or the energy that binds everything in the universe. So meaning, if your church teaches love and compassion and equality, then stay with that church. However, if the church starts to teach racism, if the church starts to speak of division, if the church starts to show nasty things that are not out of love, then I guess you need to choose a different church. Did you learn something new today? Did you like this video? Guys, if you do, please naman pakiclick naman yung like button sa baba. Also, if you have some comments or if you have something in mind or if you have any questions that I can turn into a video next time, please leave a comment below nang sa ganun mabasa ko. At the same time, makakatulong din yan sa algorithm ng channel ko. It would really be a big help nang sa ganun yung mga videos ko always maput on top ni YouTube sa kanyang algorithm. And if hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe, please consider clicking the subscribe button below and also ring the notification bell so that next time, kapag nag-upload ako ng videos na mga kagaya nito, isa ka sa una makakakita nito. Alright? So I hope to see you next time, and once again, this has been Father Joe saying, Namaste.